mradi ambao tunaanzisha ndio tuweze kuzalisha chakula cha kutosha kwa Wakenya wote pahali popote walipo, kwa sababu nchi ambaye haiwezi kuzalisha chakula ya kutosha sio nchi ambaye inaweza kusema inajitegemea.
Kenya, a country that lies on the equator with land that spans savanna, lakelands, the dramatic Great Rift Valley, and mountain highlands. Agriculture is the single largest contributor to Kenya's gross domestic product, but it is predominantly rain-fed. A massive 80% of Kenya's land is classified as arid or semi-arid, which makes climate-related hazards a serious threat to Kenya's development and food security. In order to support a rapidly increasing population and achieve sustained economic growth, the government of Kenya, through the National Irrigation Board, is using irrigation technologies to ensure intensification of production and opening of new lands in the arid and semi-arid areas. From the mountain highlands, small rivers are born. Many kilometers downstream, they merge and form huge rivers that cut across Kenya's beautiful landscape before draining millions of liters of water into the Indian Ocean. The national government, through the National Irrigation Board, has initiated the implementation of the most ambitious irrigation project ever attempted in Kenya's history, the Galana Kulalu Food Security Project, located in Tana River and Kilifi counties. Galana Kulalu Ranch covers a total area of 1.75 million acres, but the irrigable land is estimated to be 1.2 million acres. The objective of the project is to optimize the productivity of the Galana Kulalu ranches through an array of targeted investments in crop, livestock and fish production, thereby contributing to the country's food security. Due to the complexity and sheer scale of the project, implementation is being carried out in 3 phases.
First phase of Galana implementation is the 10,000 acre model farm. Then after that, it will give us lessons from which you can now learn and now scale it up. Phase 2. Phase 2 involves construction of a dam. The dam so far, which is under design, is 2 billion cubic meters. And that dam is supposed to irrigate about 450,000 acres of the land. Phase 3 of the project is the infrastructure to support this 450 acres. And this includes the roads. We have an airstrip which can take at least a 50-seater plane and also take off some of the vegetables that will be grown. And then we are also looking at possibility of putting up a railway line from Galana to join the Lapset corridor.
As part of the Galana Kulalu Food Security Project, a logistics center that will serve the entire project has been envisioned. It will feature maize mills, storage silos, vegetable pack houses, cold storage, and all the facilities needed by employees working across the project. Here, all produce will be value added before being transported to the users. When complete, the logistics center will be the heartbeat of the project. It is projected that by March 2016, the model farm will be complete and fully functional.
Today, we have performed the groundbreaking for the development of 10,000-acre model farm in which various enterprises will be demonstrated to reveal the great potential.
Construction work of the Galana Kulalu Food Security Project Model Farm started on the 10th of November 2014, spearheaded by Green Arava Limited, an Israeli company with worldwide experience in high-intensity production of cash crops. Since then, several milestones have been achieved. Before anything else, one of the most expensive operations had to be done.
The first thing we did was to come with bulldozers, clear the bush. After bush clearing, we had to get rid of the trash which we had cleared, and also do reaping. Reaping would allow the percolation of water into the soil so that when it rains, we shall have to get some water stored in the soil.
The roots are then collected and removed from the farm to pave way for further plowing and harrowing. Harrowing breaks the large soil clods and results in a fine soil tilth ready for planting. To get water from the river to the farm, the first intake and pumping station was constructed and is now functional. Pipelines continue to be laid to convey water to the irrigation system in various sections of the model farm. After pumping, the water goes through a filtration unit to get rid of the heavy silt load. Then, it is relayed through the pipelines to the irrigation systems. Out of the 10,000 acres of a model farm, maize production under the center pivot systems will occupy 4,685 acres. An additional 4,365 acres will be put under maize production using drip irrigation systems. 900 acres will be put under vegetable production using drip irrigation. The remaining 50 acres will be under greenhouses. Installation of center pivot systems is well on course. While all this was happening, an electric perimeter fence surrounding the entire 10,000 acres was being installed to keep away wild animals and protect the installations. By evening of 30th April 2015, all systems were ready for planting of the first crop on the Galana Kulalu Food Security Project. The following day, planting began. Over the next few days, 13 different varieties of maize were planted in different sections with the aim of identifying the varieties that would perform best. With the seeds safely in the ground, it was time to put the irrigation systems into action. In a few days, the maize germinated and the brown dusty landscape was transformed into lush greenery. The maize was treated with a chemical to protect it against the deadly aflatoxin contamination, both while in the field and after harvesting. By the time the maize was flowering, it was hard to believe that what was a dry area covered in shrubs and bushes a few months ago could give such a beautiful crop. By this time, it was clear the potential impact the project would have on Kenya's food security in the near future.
Like you see, it looks very nice. And I was around this area and I didn't see a maize. Amazing like this. It looks very, very good. And I think it's a great future for this area.
On 9 September 2015, the Kenyan Minister for Water and Irrigation, the Permanent Secretary in Kenya's Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, and the Israeli Minister for Agriculture, among other dignitaries, were in the project to launch harvesting of the first crop in the model farm.
Today, as we gather here, we have come to launch the first harvest of the first 500 acres of maize.
For the livestock farmers, it is envisaged again through this project that will be supported to upgrade the breed that they are holding.
דוגמה שאנחנו רואים לפנינו פה בשדות התירס, רק התחלה, ובעצם נעשה פי 4 או פי 5 מהשטחים שדובר עליהם עד כה, ומביא ברכה לאזרחי קניה, בביטחון המזון ובעלות המחירים.
I want to give a special present on behalf of the government of Israel and Green Ahava Company.
זה הקמח הראשון, תוצרת גלנה.
This is the first unga of maize made by Galana in Galana.
And now I will ask the Minister of Agriculture from Israel to also take a piece of our bread from Galana so that we can share. Wapi makofi.
Lessons learned from the model farm will be replicated in the entire project. The model farm will be used as a training facility to enhance capacity in irrigation technologies. All this marks a new beginning in Kenya's irrigated agriculture and opens a new chapter in Kenya's journey towards being one of the most food secure and prosperous countries on earth.